Hello everybody, this is JEcho back with another point of view cast. Grandmaster League did come out, I think, a day or two ago. Finals are coming up, so I haven't been able to cast any of the games, but I'm going to start doing that again. And this is actually the game that I played as soon as I found out that Grandmaster came out. I jumped right onto ladder and got matched up against City, a blue Protoss. There he is. This is me, sorry. Spawning in the bottom left corner of Shakur's Plateau. And he's obviously not in the bottom right corner, so he must be up here. Now, I was thinking of cheesing this game because I just wanted to get it over with and see the new icon, but on Shakur's Plateau I was a little hesitant, so I decided I'll just play standard. And I was surprised to scout him and see nothing. So my immediate reaction is, 2-gate proxy. He's cheesing me. So there goes my spine crawler. This is how you deal with it. There's going to be a lot of zealots, and if you don't put down the spine crawler, you could die. So, my overlord's out here, and look at that, 2 zealots. So I'm 100% sure it is a 2-gate proxy. So making some zerglings, don't want to be too greedy. In this case, a lot of people feel like they need to drone to get ahead, but as you can see, I'm already ahead. And he saw the spine crawler, so he doesn't even want to come in. Probably could have came in and maybe killed the drone or something, but the key to beating this build is get him off your ramp, because nothing is going to get through this. So there goes my Roach Warren, because I need to break this. If you just keep making lings and try to pick up your spine crawler and walk over, it is possible that he can make 5-6 zealots and just walk around and actually kill you. So gotta go for those roaches, floating the drone through. I was looking over here because I was trying to find the proxy. This is a common place and it wasn't there, so yeah, because once I break down this wall, I'm gonna go straight to his base and try to kill him. And if he has a cannon up or whatever and he's ready to survive, then I'm just gonna go out, play a standard macro game, and kill the proxy that he made. So I still got my Zergling speed, and that's gonna help them get to his base really, really quickly. So let's check the production tab. Getting a couple roaches and still making a lot of Zerglings. Not really interested now in playing the longer game. I do just want to finish him off. So the roaches come. Now the zealots can't move in and attack because with this many speedlings they're just going to get surrounded. So once the zealot's about to die, he pulls away, because if he stayed on the ramp I'll just surround him. Easily gonna kill all these zealots, maybe for the cost of 2 or 3 zerglings. So, taking the Zelnaga towers, trying to find the proxy, and sending some links to his base. There's another zealot poking in. He'd have the wall up, and the zealots were taking quite a long time. This was a mistake on my part. I saw extra units popping out over here, so I turned around to kill them. I should have just pounded down his door. The only reason I didn't is because I played too many games where someone tries to cheese me, and then I do just fine like I did to hold it off. And then I get overzealous trying to kill them, and I lose because they go up into either Void Rays or just a standard play. So I pulled back, and I do want to turn on vision just for a second, just to show you this unit was a stalker. I wasn't sure if his warp gate was finished or if he had a sentry, and I didn't want to get force fielded and lose all these zerglings, because that could have swung the game. So I should have ended it right there, but I pulled back, cleaned up these proxies, and one thing to note is that the reason you can pull back and not feel too bad, even though I should have won already, is because we're almost dead even on Harvesters. But I know he's not going to be expanding for a while, and if you play a standard game against a 3-gate expand Protoss, these numbers would actually be about 25 to 19. So in terms of a normal game, I'm ahead of where I would be right now. And if I could beat him in a normal game, then playing with such an advantage should be a lot easier. So I know that it's possible for him to transition into a 4-gate off this. I wasn't sure exactly what he was doing. I was keeping my vision up and teching to lair. That way if he did 4-gate me, it would be really easy to hold. Getting some lag here. Okay, so still getting ahead on the income. Since I already have units out, gonna get a spine and a spore. I'm pretty much just trying to prepare for any kind of all-in he could be doing. He could be forward gating, but this will be enough with units I produce to live. Getting the spine and the spore in case of DTs, maybe Phoenix or Void Rays. So, pretty much just staying ahead of him. He still hasn't moved down to take his expansion. Because, and there he goes now. Because he has to be afraid of, as well, of me going for an all-in. So I've got quite a Harvester lead. And this is a significantly better position than you would be in. Having your lair done and being up 8 drones before the toss even started his expansion. You'll never be that lucky in a regular game. So once again, rather than risk it, I just was pressing my advantage. At this point, I was thinking of moving in to do some damage, but getting, like, if your army gets force fielded and you can't retreat, it's really easy to lose this, and then your advantage is basically gone, because you're not going to be able to produce drones for a while you have to remake your army just in case he pushes. So I could see he started his expansion, and I'm trying to deny his scouting. I don't want him to know, did I start a 3rd or a 4th base, which I was just starting. After this long, I feel like I should have gone for maybe Mutalisk, but here comes his army, and as you can see, it's quite small. I'm still ahead by 15 workers, so looking at the production tab, I'm going crazy with upgrades. Because I'm so far ahead, I can basically afford to just get everything. So I think I'm at like 2.5 times his income. Oh, forgot the name tag. Slightly ahead in supply. And I'm making an army, just because I don't want to get too greedy and die to some kind of push, a 5 or 6 gate, and then, you know, when I was so far ahead, better to just play it safe.
Metamorphosis complete.
Gonna put myself on busy here. So Little Zealot here, doing some scouting for him. I'm still staying ahead on Harvesters, but I really should have, looking back, I should have gone for some sort of tech. I don't like going for Mutalisks too much in ZVZ, just because a lot of the time when I do, I feel like he either just throws down a Twilight Council, gets Blink, and then that investment is basically wasted, because when it comes down to the actual battle, Mutalisks don't help very much. Like, Guardian Shield almost cuts their damage in half. So, once again, his armies are a bit of it's poking out to take the towers, and I was thinking, I guess I'll just push him back now. I'm quite ahead in supply, which I should be, and quite ahead on the Harvesters. So, as long as I keep him from taking a 3rd base, I'm really in good shape. I already have my 3rd base nicely mining. Still making up an army, getting drops, and as you can see, spreading out the overlords to cover his potential expansions and creep. At this point, I pretty much assumed he was going for standard Colossus Ball. And the problem I have with that is, even being this ahead, I have lost games where he gets up to a good number of Colossus or does some good force fields and just roasts everything. And then you don't have time to rebuild before he moves into your base and kills you. So I can see basically every base, and I know he's not expanding, obviously, because I'm blocking all of them. And so I'm good to take my 4th. Still making a few drones here and there, trying to get up to that critical number of about 85, which will let me just stay constantly maxed. And going with trying to keep up all my upgrades. Typically, when they fall behind, when they push out with their Colossus Ball, it's only going to be maybe 1-0-0 upgrade, so having 2-2 on your units will help them a lot. And there's one Colossus in his ball, so I can see he's obviously ready to move out, take his third. And as we can see, I'm probably going to max out even faster than normal against a toss. Normally when you max out, he's at about 140 to 150 supply. And I'm definitely getting really close to maxing. He's still at 120. Okay, so Spire's going up. Also going for my Hive. The best way that I found to not get rolled is